We need to begin to spread this word and this message. Being a business person is a noble endeavor. It's all about helping the bigger society.
As MBAs, you have to understand the playbook that explains the unprecedented economic growth and resulting human flourishing of the last 250 years.
I do believe that free market economics has proven throughout history to be the best way to bring broad-based prosperity.
I just saw it as a way to start conversations with our students about free market economics so they could start challenging some of the opinions and theories in the classroom.
The Adam Smith Society is a national association of business school chapters dedicated to the idea that the underpinnings of the free market system should be understood by business school students. Why? So that they can explain it when they go forward in their own careers and, as necessary, defend it.
The Institute got involved in the project because, especially since the financial crisis, capitalism has been under siege. And what we're concerned about is, in fact, that many people, especially younger people in the business community, have kind of bought into that negative image.
Many of them don't understand how important the free markets are to our individual liberties and our way of life. They have to understand it. It's not just practical, it's moral.
Business is the greatest value creator in the world, not for a few, but for everyone that voluntarily exchanges for their own gain. And it leads to rising prosperity. That's why capitalism has lifted humanity out of the gutter.
We love looking at John Mackey as someone who is going to speak out, not on some hobby horse that he has, but on the very principles that shaped how he built this incredibly successful business.
Historically in America, captains of industry have spoken up for the value to society of what they do.
Visionaries like Walter Wriston and Bill Simon understood this instinctively because I think they came from a background where they were exposed to those ideas.
If people see business leaders, they pay attention. I mean, a guy like Warren Buffett carries a lot of weight.
You can speak with a lot of credibility if you're making payroll every day.
I do definitely think that there are students who understand the principles, may not be so vocal about it in the classroom, and that's what we're trying to change.
It gives people who may have these leanings, but who have been afraid to express them in any way, the license, the freedom to feel, gee, I'm not the only person in the world who believes this.
I've been incredibly fortunate in this country, and I've benefited from an incredible system. I'd like to see an environment where people can realize their dreams. All this is predicated on economic growth, innovation, competition on a global level.
If you don't want to get a date, talk about capitalism and the free market system. If you want a date, hang out with the Hollywood crowd.
Our generation just needs to not be afraid to take a stand on issues that are really vital. Our whole society could be led very far astray from where it should be, and everyone's going to suffer as a result.
Just the opportunities to be able to have access to really great minds and successful business leaders is incredible.
Our goals are to initially establish firm chapters in 20 of the best business schools in the country by the end of 2014. But after that, we want to make sure that this is a lifetime partnership, so they see this not as just a 2-year process of their education, but an ongoing exposure to the ideas that matter in their business careers.
20 or 30 years' time, the students are members of the Adam Smith Society are going to be heading up corporations. They'll be at the highest levels of corporations. They may have known one another for 20 or 30 years since the time they joined this Adam Smith Society. So they'll create a community. Perhaps they can promote one another's careers, and they can do a lot of good for our society by standing up and defending the business system and pointing to all the benefits it provides.
They are going to be able to permeate the larger society, and in doing so, get this message across in a way that I don't think we can do just through think tanks.
This program bringing people together, giving young people the chance to engage both with each other, listen to panels. I certainly would have benefited from that, and I don't think I kind of framed things in this way when I was first beginning my career.
That's the big question. They're the future business leaders. If we don't reach them when they're young, we may never reach them. We need a heroic generation that will help renew America. I think you're that generation. Thank you very much.